This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Coming up, a story to make sure we're all taking care of our mental well-being during the pandemic. Hi everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Carr with your local information from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. COVID-19 case numbers jumped in Luzerne County in the latest numbers from the State Department of Health. Luzerne County added 22 new cases on Tuesday. There were only 6 new reported cases on Monday. The county also reported 2 new deaths. According to the Standard Speaker, 8 of the 22 new cases in the county were in the greater Hazleton area. Schuylkill County has 5 new reported cases and 1 new death. Carbon County has 0 new cases and 0 new deaths. Carbon County will move to the yellow phase of reopening on Friday. While the COVID-19 pandemic has canceled most Memorial Day parades and gatherings, it hasn't interrupted the spirit of patriotism in our community. Firefighters from Hazleton and West Hazleton, along with their families, placed 1,500 flags on the graves of area veterans over the weekend. Meanwhile, members of VFW Post 5010 properly placed flags at St. Anne's Cemetery near Freeland. It's easy to point out that these are stressful times, but what can we do about it? Well, our Lisa Sugar talked with author and award-winning life coach Joanne Sapresi to get some advice.
Unemployment and suicide are 2 topics we need to talk about right now in wake of COVID-19. We really, I guess, don't think about that too often, but it is having an impact, correct?
Yes, it's having a major impact. And most people aren't aware of it because it's happening in people's homes right now, behind closed doors. But I'd like to share some facts with you. Every year we have 45,000 suicides that happen every year due to unemployment. That's 1 out of 5 suicides that happen every year, and that's all because of unemployment. And during the crisis, the banking crisis of 2008, there were actually 5,000 additional suicides at that time. And that's really important to know because now we're experiencing a very similar situation. There are 36 million people unemployed right now. And there was just a release by the Milwaukee's EMS that they reported an 80% increase in suicide attempts.
So for people who might be experiencing a problem, how do they know if they're having a problem, and what advice would you have for them?
Yeah, so when we start having these thoughts, the suicidal thoughts, you're not really aware that you just start thinking. We all know our mind just races and races. And then, but when you're feeling that feeling where you feel a deep pit, you feel like this isn't all worth it anymore. You're depressed, you're crying, you might be drinking a little bit more than you usually do, or a lot more. You might be thinking about trying drugs. You just feel like life is worthless. When you start feeling that way, it's really important to reach out to somebody. It's hard to reach out to somebody, but you need to do that. And if you don't have that person in your life that you can trust and open up to, there are a lot of different hotlines out there that you can call. And another suggestion is watching all this news all the time and the media. That makes us feel really heavy, and it makes us depressed, and it makes us feel like there's no hope, because when you watch the news, it's all negative news. Well, the majority is, at least. And then you go on social media and people are scared, people are panicking, and it can make you feel worse. So I suggest that take breaks from the media, take breaks from social media, get outside. Even if you just go on your front porch or walk around the block, just that freedom of getting outside can make you feel better.
Now, you wrote a wonderful book called Ditch Your Doubt. So that's helping a lot of people as well. Tell us a little bit about your book and how they can get a copy of it.
Yes, so Ditch Your Doubt, I wrote that. It was released January last year, and it's a book about overcoming self-doubt. And it also helps you to learn how to be more confident, learn how to retrain your emotional and thought patterns. And when you're stuck in this rut of depression, loneliness, even suicidal thoughts, your patterns are like just going and going, and they're trained to think that way. And so you need to retrain the way you think. And my book actually teaches you how to retrain step by step your thoughts, step by step your emotions, and even your behavioral patterns.
Thank you, Lisa. And to purchase Sapresi's book, go to ditchdoubt.com or follow her on Facebook and Twitter. A simple post on Facebook resulted in a life-changing gift for an area teen. North Schuylkill High School senior Jaden Leiby is recovering from a serious injury he suffered on the football field last fall. Retired police officer Sean Phillips of West Penn Township knew Leiby's story, and he saw a listing for a specialized wheelchair on Facebook. He then contacted the business, the Big Catch Salvage and Thrift Store near Cressona, and asked if they would consider donating the therapeutic wheelchair to Leiby, and they did. Leiby and his parents were recently presented with this specialized wheelchair after a unique chain of events. The chair, a $1,500 value, was priced at $399. However, it will be priceless in helping Leiby along his road to recovery. And now a quick programming note. Starting tonight, the SSPTV News rebroadcast that usually airs at 10:30 p.m. will now air at 10 p.m. until further notice.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Things look pretty calm for the next few days, and then a chance of some rain as we head to the weekend. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 41 degrees, east wind around 11 miles per hour. Wednesday is partly sunny with a high of 61. At night, partly cloudy, low of 39. Thursday is sunny with a high of 66. Thursday night, partly cloudy, lows in the mid-40s. Friday, a 40% chance of showers after 2 p.m., mostly cloudy, high of 69. At night, 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 54. Another 40% chance of showers on Saturday, partly sunny with a high of 71, and partly cloudy on Saturday night with a low of 52 degrees. There's a lot more coming your way, including my interview with the new Hazleton Area High School football coach, Dennis Bookman. And right after this break, we kick off our annual Summer in Space segments with a public affairs officer at the NASA Johnson Space Center as we count down to the first launch of humans to orbit from U.S. soil since 2011.
SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Christina H. Bonner of Hazel Township, the Hazel Chapel of the Crofton Youth Funeral Home will announce their arrangements. James A. Buck Burns of Freeland, the McKee-Wilczek Funeral Home will announce their arrangements. Gerald Anthony Coleman Jr., age 80 of Carbondale, services will be private under the Bachman, Kulik, and Reinschmidt Funeral Home in Allentown. Donald D. Bellis, age 68 of New Ringgold. The graveside service will be held at St. Concunda's Cemetery in McAdoo. The Stanley and Lasky Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Harold Jeff Filler, age 83 of Hazleton. The Boyle Funeral Home will announce the arrangements. Robert D. Fisher Sr., age 72 of Hazel Township. A memorial service will be held at a later date under the Harmon Funeral Home in Drums. Online condolences can be made at harmonfuneral.com. Karen E. Ash Jetski, age 76 of Hazleton. The Hillary J. Bonnet Funeral Home is assisting the family. Rita M. Smith, age 85 of Hazleton. Services will be private at Holy Trinity German Cemetery. The Frank J. Bonnet Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And Robert Gabriel Peter Viscatus, age 87 of Hazel Township. A graveside service will be held at the Calvary Cemetery in Drums. The Frank J. Bonnet Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Today's obituary report is brought to you by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory. Call 570-788-0977 or go to harmonfuneral.com.